Nature, a majestic beauty, yet full of fury. From raging storms and devastating flash floods to earthquakes shaking the ground, nature relentlessly challenges humanity. When it unleashes its wrath, nothing can stand in its way. Today, we will witness some of the most terrifying natural disasters where Earth's fury has changed the lives of millions in just a matter of seconds. Are you ready to experience the most horrifying moments that nature has to offer? Genoa, a city in northwestern Italy, had a population of 580,000 in 2011. Due to its mountainous terrain and dense urbanization, the area was highly vulnerable to heavy rainfall and flooding. On November 4, 2011, an unprecedented downpour brought over 500 millimeters of rain within a few hours, causing the Bisagno and Ferragiano rivers to overflow. Floodwaters swept through the streets, turning them into rivers of mud and debris. The most severely affected areas included Quetzifos, Moles, San Fructuoso, Marassi, Brig, Quarto, and Nervi. Cars and motorcycles were carried away, and shops and businesses were destroyed. Infrastructure suffered massive damage. Tunnels and underground passages were flooded entirely, trapping drivers inside their vehicles. Bridges collapsed, roads caved in, and the transportation system was paralyzed for days. Landslides isolated many residential areas. Authorities acted immediately, evacuating hundreds of people, deploying helicopters to search for survivors, and forcing over 1,000 residents to leave their homes. Dickinson experienced a population boom due to the oil industry, but residents soon realized that hailstorms frequently hit the city. Between 2012 and 2016, 9 significant storms were recorded within a 16-kilometer radius. One of the most intense storms occurred in June 2016, when a resident captured the scene from inside their home. What began as a normal hailstorm quickly intensified with strong winds, lightning, and trees being torn down. When the storm passed, the ground was covered in hail, resembling a layer of white salt. Hundreds of homes and cars were damaged, but fortunately, no one was injured. India relies heavily on monsoons for water supply, but excessive rainfall can become a serious threat to human life. A prime example is the 2019 floods, where unprecedented heavy rains caused severe flooding, resulting in over 1,800 deaths and millions of people displaced. The most affected regions were Kerala, Maharashtra, and Bihar, where rivers overflowed, submerging entire villages within hours. The devastation was immense. Streets and villages were submerged, homes destroyed, roads rendered impassable, and crops wholly wiped out. A shocking image from this disaster shows a man crossing a bridge while floodwaters surge beneath him, disregarding the dangers and demonstrating a lack of risk awareness. One of the main contributing factors was the poor infrastructure, which severely limited evacuation and rescue efforts, making the disaster response even more challenging. A seemingly minor incident sparked one of the most devastating wildfires in California's history. In 2018, when a mobile home had a tire blowout on the road, friction between the metal rim and the pavement created sparks, igniting the dry vegetation along the roadside. The fire quickly spread, engulfing 957 kilometers in Shasta County. Amid the disaster, a rare phenomenon emerged: the Redding fire tornado, which reached a height of 5,500 meters and had wind speeds of up to 230 km/h. After days of relentless firefighting efforts, nearly 5,000 firefighters managed to contain the blaze. However, the damage was catastrophic. 16,600 structures were destroyed, including 10,000 homes, resulting in losses of up to $1.6 billion. Little Falls, a small town in Passaic County, northern New Jersey, USA, has over 14,500 residents. It is situated along the Peckman River, making it highly prone to flooding during major storms. In August 2018, prolonged heavy rainfall caused severe flooding in the area. The Peckman River overflowed, floodwaters swept through residential and commercial areas. Streets turned into raging rivers, carrying away vehicles and debris as the flood surged through. A video captured the terrifying moment when cars from a dealership were swept away by floodwaters and became trapped under a bridge. This is terrible. Oh no! The cars are crashing into each other. There are so many cars drifting into the river. On April 25, 2015, a 7.8 magnitude earthquake struck Gorkha district near the capital Kathmandu, Nepal. It was the worst natural disaster to hit Nepal since 1934. With its epicenter at a depth of just 8 kilometers, the earthquake caused intense shaking. Security cameras captured scenes of panicked residents fleeing into the streets as buildings collapsed. In the following days, multiple aftershocks occurred, including two measuring 6.6 and 6.7 magnitudes. 2 weeks later, a 7.3 magnitude aftershock struck near the Nepal-China border, causing further destruction. The earthquake also triggered massive avalanches in the Himalayas, most notably on Mount Everest. Snow and ice flattened the South Base Camp, making that day the deadliest in Everest's history. On January 15, 2022, the Hunga Tonga Hunga Ha'apai volcano erupted, triggering a tsunami that devastated Tonga and reached Peru in California. Waves up to 2 meters high swept through streets, isolating the entire nation. The disaster claimed 4 lives, including 2 volunteers who died trying to save their dogs. Scientists estimated the explosion released 61 megatons of TNT, surpassing the power of the largest nuclear bomb ever detonated. The Bayou Corn sinkhole, located in northern Assumption Parish, Louisiana, caused major disruption when it emerged in August 2012, forcing 350 residents to evacuate their homes. A year later, the government sent an investigation team to assess the area. Upon arrival, they noticed the sinkhole was still expanding. John Boudreau, a team member, captured the terrifying moment when several trees were swallowed within seconds. Witnessing this phenomenon up close was alarming, but fortunately, no one was injured. Investigations later determined that the collapse of an underground salt mine was the cause.